Hi, everyone. It's Dr. Arlene Diamco, the Multidimensional MD, hopping on here for my Wednesday podcast. And at this point, I never know what time I'm going to be able to go in and do this podcast, but I hope to show up here every Wednesday, if not most, and say something meaningful. I meditate each week on what to talk about. And so this week with the holidays, I thought I would bring up something light and easy, but still good for you. And it's all about humming and why humming is good for your health. So my grandmother used to hum while she was sewing, while she was cooking, while she was crocheting. And she did this all the way through her years. Even when she started to lose her hearing, she would hum to herself. And I feel like it really kept her spirits up and her heart light all through those years. So it's something I remembered. And now we have all this humming research, or now I'm aware of it. And I'm going to share that with you because humming is beneficial in so many ways. I'm going to share some of the physiology of that and how it can help your sinuses, your cardiovascular system, your sleep, calm your nervous system. And we'll go through it and ways to hum for your optimal health benefit. Not that you don't know how to hum already, but we'll fine tune it a little bit. So, humming helps to open up the sinus passages and airways. And it does this by increasing the release of nasal nitric oxide that are in the sinuses. And something about the wavelength and that oscillation, that vibration helps to release this into the nasal passages. And you're also, while you're humming, you're also breathing through the nasal passages, which also helps to increase the flow through the airways. So it can, that nitric oxide will help to relax the airways and to help to dilate them so that you can get better airflow. And there have been case studies and small studies showing that humming can either prevent a sinus infection, both prevent a sinus infection and improve a current sinus infection, even chronic sinus issues. So there was one study that showed a patient that had chronic rhinosinusitis, so congestion in the airways, couldn't breathe through the airways. And they did a more intensive variation of humming because they had him hum for an hour a day. And they first it was an hour straight, and then they did it intermittently, so about 15 minutes for 4 days. And what he found was the day after he did the first hour of humming, that he woke up with a clear nose for the first time in over a month. So if you haven't been able to breathe well, then surely that time was well worth spent and it's free. So I think that is really remarkable. The way they had him do it was a low pitch humming. They found that that was a nice pitch to help increase the vibrations in the nasal passages and the sinus passages, and it was less likely to cause dizziness. And they had him do it at a slow rate, so maybe 18 hums per minute. That would be at a breath rate of like 18 respiratory rate, a respiratory rate of 18 breaths per minute. So nice and slow. Obviously, if you're feeling dizzy, you probably need to slow down your humming or tweak it some. And it can also improve allergic rhinitis. So it's really neat. So any time of year that you might have allergies or to dust this time of the year, in the summer, in the winter, or in the summer, the spring, when the pollens are out, you could start humming. And you could do this maybe starting with about 5 to 10 minutes a day, maybe 2 to 4 times a day. And how long to hum really depends on your needs. And you can do it anytime. So again, that encourages nose breathing, which also helps to open up your nasal passages. Additional benefit is that nitric oxide is broadly antifungal, antiviral, and antibacterial. So, who knew all these benefits of humming? Some people did, and they researched it, and I'm glad that they did because now I get to share that with you. It's also nitric oxide is also a bronchodilator, so it can also help improve lung function. And this is so interesting, just in this post or mid pandemic, I'm not sure what to call it right now, but when people are concerned about breathing and how viruses affect their breathing, and we're in the winter right now, so coughs and colds and congestion, it is a perfect time to incorporate humming into your life. And you can hum any like holiday tunes, or you can make it festive. So whatever you would like. Humming also helps to calm the nervous system. So it does this in multiple ways. It helps to improve heart rate variability. So a variation in your heart rate is actually good for your health. So when your heart rate is stays the same all the time, it's like you're not responding to things. You're not having like that healthy variation. So there was a study that shows that it does improve heart rate variability, and that's important for stress reduction and overall health. It also improves the autonomic nervous function. So by that vibration in your throat and your pharynx, that will help improve vagal tone. It helps to stimulate the vagus nerve, which is part of your parasympathetic nervous system. And that is part of your calming response, helps you rest, helps you digest. And that prolonged exhale while you hum also helps to boost the parasympathetics. So you get this overlap in how it helps to calm the nervous system in various ways. So you can think about that before you go to work, before you have a presentation, before you take a test, before you have a conversation, a difficult conversation, or any task that you face that you feel is more difficult, because it will also help improve your focus as well, because you are more relaxed and you have that blood flow going through you. And that leads us to how humming helps improve the cardiovascular function. So that increase in nitric oxide is not just in the nasal passages, but it also increases in the blood. So I can't remember if I mentioned, but the increase in the nitric oxide in the nasal passages is so significant. It is 15 to 20 times fold. Not sure what the exact increase is in the blood, but this is so huge that just humming intermittently can give you that boost that you need. But it also increases the nitric oxide in the blood as well, which helps to open up the circulation, bringing oxygen rich blood through the body to all the organs and all the tissues. So, if you haven't incorporated humming into your life, then you might want to consider it. Nitric oxide can also inhibit the formation of blood clots, something to consider when we have viruses and other things that might increase our risk for blood clots. Also, if you're on holidays and you're traveling and you're sitting in the plane a long time, don't forget to move some to increase your circulation, but you could hum quietly to yourself, and that can also help to increase your circulation, decrease your risk for blood clots, possibly. But we do know that it does inhibit the formation of blood clots. So again, it improves the heart rate variability, also healthy for your heart, healthy for all your organs, healthy for your overall health. The nitric oxide helps to reduce your heart rate and reduce blood pressure, especially if you have a lot of tension in your body. Again, it's balancing to the nervous system, and it will help in that way. Humming helps you ground. So grounding is so important because health is in the flow. So when we have thought loops, your thoughts are electricity. And when you have thought loops, that is static. That is a short circuit. And so when you or anything that helps you ground helps to improve that flow. It helps to get you out of the stuck loop and helps you to ground and improve electrical flow again, including flow of your thoughts, including reconnecting the circuits and throughout your body so that you can improve mind body awareness. So you start to become more aware of your body as you hum. You can also improve awareness of your thoughts and feelings and emotions. And again, it also helps to improve attention. You can combine that grounding effect by combining intention with your humming for a conscious humming. So you can send good vibes anywhere in your body and your brain and your energy field. So whatever you would like to feel like feeling calm and focus or love, you could just take a word like that and hum as you're thinking it. If you have any discomfort in your body, you can send that wavelength of that positive vibration, combining the sound healing with the intention healing and sending vibrations in multiple ways to any area of your body or to your biofield and help yourself that way. So, humming also helps to improve sleep. It's like a lullaby when you're just holding a baby and cradling a baby and humming a little lullaby to it. So, you are humming yourself a lullaby. You can do that before you go to sleep if there's anyone next to you and they don't mind. And that humming will also help to increase the melatonin release. And again, it also improves autonomic function, that vagal tone, and parasympathetic activity that helps you to calm and helps you to be able to fall asleep, because it's hard to fall asleep when your nerves are buzzing like that. And some few precautions regarding humming, if you can believe there are any precautions. This really has to do with what is called bee's breath or Brahmari pranayama. And Sanskrit is called humming bee breath. And that has like a specific way to do it. So it's a little bit more specific than humming. But for that bee's breath, they do say to avoid bee's breath while pregnant or menstruating, or if you have severe hypertension, epilepsy, an active ear infection, or chest pain, and not to do it while lying down. However, I feel like if you were just humming a tune or not doing the yogic or pranayama breathing of bees breath, humming bees breath, then I don't feel like those things would be dangerous to you in any way, um, especially if you do humming in a very gentle way that doesn't create any pressure. So that takes us to how to hum and when to hum. So very basic instructions. You want to put the tip of your tongue at the roof of your mouth, just behind your teeth. And in general, you hum with your mouth closed, although there are some instructions on humming and beast breath with your mouth slightly open. But I would say in general, mouth closed so you can get that airway flow through your nasal passages. And a gentle humming, as I was talking about, not forced, not like you're blowing your nose, not like you're increasing pressure in your head or body in any way. It's a gentle humming. It's like you're cradling a baby, like you're humming a lullaby. So you can do this anytime in the shower, before going to sleep, while walking, before going to work, while journaling. Maybe you add that conscious humming to it with an intention, while tidying the house as a sound meditation. So humming is part of oming already. If you practice yoga or if you've done any oming, it's that om sound. So at the end of that, you hear that humming sound. So there's reasons why people do oming or bees breath and in sound meditation in yoga. So you could add it into your meditation, and you could do it with a mind body scan. So again, kind of scanning areas of tension in your body, maybe areas that need a little bit more love from you. And then you can send in conscious intention with your humming and sending vibrations through multiple ways like that to yourself with self-love for you, your body, mind, and spirit. So I thought that I would end this with a simple humming together. So we are going to hum zippity doo dah, or I will do my best for you. And we'll just end it on a light note like that because it's a great way to celebrate the holidays. So you ready? Tip of the tongue right behind your teeth. Your mouth will be closed and a gentle humming, no force or pressure. And we're going to do to the tune of zippity doo dah. So with that very brief humming, you have already increased the nitric oxide release, and all those benefits stimulate the vagus nerve, help to calm your body. You can add that intention to it. So I hope that this was a fun and informative podcast for you today. Love bringing this kind of information for you that is helpful for mind, body, and spirit. And thank you so much for joining me during this busy holiday season. Lots of love to you. You can always follow me on Instagram at All Worlds Health, on Facebook, All Worlds Health and Pediatrics, and you can sign up for my e-love letters. Send them out once a week on Wednesday at allworldshealth.com. So love to all of you. Have a beautiful rest of your week. I believe in you, and I hope that you believe in you too. Happy holidays, and please like and subscribe. Send me a comment. Love to know where you're from. Any questions? I love to hear from you. I get back to all of them as best as I can. And I will see all of you next time, next Wednesday, on another episode of The Multidimensional MD. Take care. Bye.